And a pleasant good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome, Fields in Crown Point, Indiana this evening for this broadcast of Lake County Corndogs baseball on the Lake County Corndogs Broadcasting Network. Whether you're tuning in on the Lake County Corndogs Facebook page, the Heartland Sports Network, or Region Sports Network, we welcome you into this broadcast as the Lake County Corndogs play host to the Post-94 Vikings here this evening. Josh Lepowski alongside Fallon Steiner here this evening. And Fallon, Corndogs, they've won their last two games. They're now 2-3 on the season, but they still sit without a win in RCBL play. Hopefully they can change that tonight.
Absolutely. Valpo is playing their first game of the season, which is a very interesting thing. You got the Corndogs already playing 5 games. So let's see if, maybe that already out-of-school experience for the Corndogs is going to help them. And also, most of the Valpo guys are very young. They just graduated last week. But it is a little different compared to most of the college guys on the Lake County Corndogs. High school season just ended. And, some of these guys could still be – obviously, they're not in their playoff runs anymore if they're playing for the team. But their season just ended recently, so they don't have that month-long break like most of the Corndogs players do. So maybe Valpo, let's see if they're still, have the hot bats that they had from the high school season previously.
And all of this is coming from a team, as you mentioned, that's a pretty young team with one exception, and that's the starting pitcher tonight. Trevor Fenters from Indiana State is going to get the start tonight for Post-94 on the mound. Let's go ahead and get you the starting lineups. First of all, offensively for the Post-94 Vikings, and then defensively for the Lake County Corndogs. So, leading off for the Post-94 Vikings is Ben Truby playing catcher. Gabe Call, the left fielder, bats second. Ben Sullivan, the DH, bats third. Batting fourth, the shortstop, Ethan Glassman. Camden Mikulich, the extra hitter, bats fifth. Tristan Wilson, the center fielder, bats sixth. Luke Basie, first baseman, bats seventh. Cody Benedict, the third baseman, bats eighth. Batting ninth, the second baseman, Andrew Long. And batting 10th, the right fielder, Max Truby. The Post-94 Vikings, typically coached by Austin Pizer. He's not here tonight, so Ryan Troxel and Zach Pizer will both be doing the coaching here tonight. Those are both guys that Corndogs fans should be familiar with. They were a part of the Corndogs back in the first couple of years of the Corndogs in this league. Now let's take a look at the Corndogs defensively in this game here today. Greg Guernsey will be in left field. Gabe Bush in center. Drew Kostiva is in right. That's the outfield today. In the infield, we have Ryder Fernandez playing at third base. Billy Chidsey at short. Zach Sharkey at second. Caleb Navarro over at first. The pitcher today, Mitchell Stanton, getting the start with Bradley Ferris behind the plate. Mitchell Stanton does have one appearance for the Corndogs so far this season, and that appearance came last Sunday when they took on the South Lake Ironhawks. Had a solid outing, pitched one inning, giving up no hits, no runs, one strikeout in that outing. Corndog pitching in general pitched very well in that game, only allowing one run over the final 7 innings in that contest. So this should be an interesting one here tonight. Stanton and a few other Corndogs all available out of the bullpen here tonight. A couple of other guys pitching that you can expect to see tonight for the Corndogs is you can also expect at some point tonight that you will see Jacob Siska. Also number 34, Matt Murphy is available, and so is number 32, Caleb Hacker as well. And also on the bench for the Corndogs tonight, Jackie Chronopoulos, Zach Wright, and Jack Sharko, all guys that have seen a lot of action this season. At the moment, are going to be on the bench here to start off this game here tonight. So you mentioned this, Fallon, how this is a lot of high school players for Post-94, guys just out of high school heading into college. So a very youthful team that they have versus the Corndogs, a team a little bit more experienced. For the most part, they have guys that have played in college. A couple of guys coming out of high school, particularly in this game here tonight. We mentioned Zach Sharkey at second base. He just finished up his senior season at Lowell. Caleb Hacker, who may come into pitch tonight, he just finished his senior season at Portage. So that experience factor is going to be interesting coming into this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, we mentioned, I know team chemistry is a big thing. This is the first time most of these guys are playing together. I think about 4 or 5 guys on this Valpo team played at Valpo High School. But apart from that, all these other guys, this is their first game finally playing together. And as we talked to the players last week, especially the connection between the pitcher and the catcher, that's something, that takes some time to get used to. So we'll see it for the first time this season for Valpo.
Final warm-up toss from Mitchell Stanton, and we are set to go. Bren Truby, number 60, is going to get the leadoff spot tonight. Beautiful night for baseball. Temperature is in the low 70s. It was a very rainy day earlier. As you can see, we've got some diamond dry out around the plate. Justin Heisman put in a lot of work pregame here today to get the field ready and playable here tonight. Great job by Justin Heisman. First pitch is in there for a strike. We are underway at exactly 7 o'clock on the dot here this evening. Good crowd on hand tonight on a Friday night. It's also Teacher Appreciation Night here at Legacy Fields. Ground ball to the left side, foul, and the count moves to 0-2 here to Ben Truby. Truby wearing number 60. He's one of those guys that actually did play in college last season. He had 292 in his first season at Edgewood, where he plays college ball. 0-2 pitch swing, and that's a looping liner into right field. That's a base hit. Ben Truby leads off the game with a single, and that starts off the contest.
Yeah, and an 0-2 count, throwing a hittable pitch there. Nothing to chase after. Makes contact with that one. Hits a nice blooper right into right field. Get the Vikings fast start.
Up comes number 44, Gabe Call. Gabe Call plays at Viterbo University, a school out of the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference, the CCAC. First pitch is in there for a strike. Count is 0-1. That's a school very familiar, or a conference familiar with those around here. IU Northwest and Calumet College of St. Joseph both play in the CCAC. CCSJ, the only school of those two that plays in baseball in that conference. Swing and a miss. Count is 0-2.
It's a fun college name, Viterbo.
Viterbo, yes, that's how you call it. From La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's
a trek
interesting.
for them having to come from Wisconsin to play down here in the Chicagoland area against some of those CCAC teams. The 0-2 pitch misses low and in. Count is 1-2. It's actually, their travel is so long that in that league, usually what they'll do is they'll play 4-game series. You'll play a doubleheader Friday, doubleheader Saturday. You'll split sites. Viterbo will stay at one site the whole weekend. They'll either have one team come up for 2 days, play 4 games, or they'll travel to that site and play 4 games in 2 days. Ground ball just foul down the third base line.
It's an interesting way to do it.
Yep.
But obviously, when you have the limited travel, you got to do what you got to do.
It's a very different world there for Viterbo. Again, when you're playing at that small college NAIA D2, D3 level, it's a much different world than it is than you might think at the D1 level for sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. That pitch is outside. Count moves to 2-2 here on Gabe Call. Sun peeking through the clouds here. I wasn't sure if we'd see much of the sun today based on how rainy it was. Rained off and on all throughout the day across the region, and now beautiful evening for some baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Dribbled foul. Count still 2-2.
Yeah, the field looks really good. I'm surprised. When I showed up here, I was expecting, a bunch of puddles and stuff. No, it's very clean.
Yeah, the only puddles that there were on the field heading into the game, or when I walked in, were up the third base line. You can see that diamond dry there, and there's some diamond dry out by first base. Justin Heisman felt pretty confident in the work he did, and players looked pretty comfortable out there too. 2-2 pitch outside for a ball, 3-2. Gabe Call as well played in high school at Elkhart Christian. He had 430 in his high school career with 40 RBIs. So
that's far from here.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half away, and then this is somewhere in the middle between that and Viterbo. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Mitchell Stanton with a strikeout.
Beautiful pitch right there. Got that corner.
That was a nice pitch as well. And this brings up Ben Sullivan, the designated hitter. Ben Sullivan goes to the Milwaukee School of Engineering. First pitch with 1 away. In there for a strike. Count is 0-1.
It's funny. I know someone that also committed to baseball there.
Oh.
Milwaukee School of Engineering.
Made 20 appearances last season for the program, hitting .340 with a homer and 12 knocked in last season. Also another college guy. We mentioned very youthful team in general, but it's not all high school kids. It's a lot of guys that are coming in that do have college experience. That pitch misses 1 and in, count 1-1.
No lead on first. There we go. Moves a little bit.
Not a very big one either. That one outside, count is 2-1. Sullivan did play his high school ball at Hobart, hitting .378 and .365 his junior and senior seasons respectively for the Brickies. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fouled.
Ooh.
Back off of the pole and then bounced up down the third base line.
Ump or the catcher didn't see it at all. I mean, that could easily hit the ump right in the back. He wasn't even thinking.
Easily could have. That fencing along the backstop here is pretty rigid. It's not like a net where the ball just kind of catches and rolls down. It can bounce off those poles pretty easily. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled back off the pole again, and the same thing happens.
Yeah.
This time it bounces back towards the pitcher.
Yeah, good thing no one was there.
You know how on Cubs broadcast they'll play mound ball where the umpire
Yeah,
throws the ball to the
I
mound
see
and
that.
see if it'll end up on the mound. I wonder if we could try that, except
Just
throwing
throw it
off
off the pole
Throw it
and
off
see
the
where
pole.
it could go. If it could land in the dirt on the first base line.
Yeah, that'd be
Or
great.
back at home.
That'd be awesome. I think that'd be a fun game to play. Probably couldn't do that between innings here. I don't want a flying projectile.
Yeah,
but
no.
Still, 2-2 count. Misses low and
I
away.
think the pitcher that has to warm up in between innings probably wouldn't be too happy about that.
I'm going to assume no.
Curious to see what he throws here.
See what Stanton does here. Righty against righty, 3-2 pitch, and on the hands, ground ball to the left side. Shidsey waits on it, flips it to second for the force. Throw back to first is late. It'll be a fielder's choice. Ball was not very hard hit, so that's a tough double play to turn.
Yeah.
Either way, you get the lead runner, and there's 2 down.
Sharkey kind of hesitated a little bit right there, turning 2.
Well, that was a tough play to make.
It was a
because
tough play
Shidsey
to
had
make.
to wait on that. It was not a hard hit ball. Also, with it being,
The dirt.
yeah, the dirt and the grass,
completely
with the grass
clean.
being a little wet too, means the ball might be a little slick at times, and also means the ball might not roll as fast on that grass field. Ethan Glassman, the shortstop's up next. He swings and pops this one foul. Count moves to 0-1 here on Glassman. Glassman wearing number 4. He just finished his senior season at Chesterton High School. He will be going to Kankakee Community College this fall. He had 387 with 3 homers and 28 RBIs as a senior. Did make 12 appearances on the mound as well. 0-1 pitch. Popped up foul. Count moves to 0-2. Playing at Chesterton out of the Duneland Athletic Conference.
Yeah, that's the big difference between college and high school is playing different positions. Obviously, you mentioned he pitched and hit. I feel like in college it's kind of rare to see that.
That's usually kind of the point where, especially at the larger schools, that's the point where you start to specialize.
Yeah.
No balls, 2 strikes. High, the count is 1-2. Although we do have some guys, Linus Sheridan being an example. Yeah. So far we've seen from the Corndogs this year that can do both. So it's not necessarily like it's not like you don't see it, but it's not as common.
Yeah, it's not as common
as you will see.
And
at
also
the high school
he
level.
does DH compared to high school. He did play third base as well as pitching.
Up and in for a ball. It's 2-2. Another interesting thing about high school ball is that oftentimes designated hitters, you're used to sometimes in the pro game or the college game where the DH is automatically for the hitter. That's not always the case in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see them DH for anybody in the field.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch. Popped up foul. Count remains 2-2. As a matter of fact, Glassman has a Chesterton baseball helmet. He has the C on the front of his helmet.
It's kind of weird because I know Valparaiso and Chesterton, that's a huge rivalry, seeing a Chesterton hat on a Valparaiso jersey.
I should ask him what it's like to have to wear the green and black.
That is something.
As opposed to wearing the maroon and gold. Swung on and foul back. Count still 2-2.
I'm assuming the yellow gloves, too, and the yellow shin guard.
Yep.
All matches with the Chesterton wearing the Valpo jerseys. Yeah, because it's the same colors as the high school.
Valpo and Chesterton, just a short sprint down Indiana State Route 49 from each other. You head further south, you'll hit Ryan Troxell's neck of the woods. He coaches at Morgan Township. They had a very good season this past season. Unfortunately, their season ended in sectionals to Couts, who's playing tomorrow in a regional against South Central. 2-2 pitch. High for a ball, 3-2. By the way, shout out to the Heartland Sports Network. I will be out at LaPorte High School tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. on the Heartland Sports Network. You can catch Couts versus South Central. We'll be producing that game. It'll be on IHSAA TV. That should be a fun one out at LaPorte.
Should be.
3-2 pitch. Swinging, that's a high fly ball to left. Coming in is Guernsey. Runs out from under his cap. Still coming in and makes the grab in very shallow left field. And that ends the inning. No runs on a hit. No errors. 1 runner left stranded. We head to the bottom of the first. No score on the Lake County Corndogs Broadcasting Network.
For the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strack and Van Til.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields in Crown Point. A reminder that Albany's Confectionery in Maryville has been around for 40 years. From their famous 12 flavor gummy bears to their mouth-puckering sours and try-to-fruit flavors, Albany's puts flavor and fun first, all made right here in the region with the highest quality ingredients. Remember, look for the A on the tummy to know you've got the best in your hands. Let's get you quickly the Corndogs starting lineup tonight. Gabe Bush leads off in center field. Ryder Fernandez bats second at third base. Billy Chidgey, the shortstop, bats third. Drew Kostiva, the right fielder, bats fourth. Batting fifth, Greg Guernsey in left field. Zach Sharkey, the second baseman, bats sixth. Caleb Navarro at first base, bats seventh. Linus Sheridan, the DH, bats eighth. And Bradley Ferris, the catcher, bats ninth. First pitch to Gabe Bush. In there for a strike, count is 0-1. Here is how Post 94 lines up defensively. Trevor Fenters, the pitcher, to Ben Truby, his battery mate behind the plate. Cody Benedict at third, Ethan Glassman at short, Andrew Long at second, Luke Basie at first across the infield as that pitch misses 1-1. Across the outfield, we have Gabe Call in left, Tristan Wilson in center, and Max Truby in right. That is how Post 94 lines up defensively in this contest. 1-1 the count here on Gabe Bush. That one fouled off. Count is 1-2. Gabe Bush, so far on the year, is 6 for 12. It's good for a 500 average, 5 singles and a double. He does have 1 RBI, 4 runs scored. Has an on-base percentage of .571 thanks to a pair of walks this season. So as a leadoff hitter, he's done his job. But he's down 1-2 against Trevor Fenters. Fouled away. Count still 1-2.
It's interesting going against a D1 pitcher. You know, you do this league, you're probably excited for the opportunity to go against someone of this high caliber because you probably don't expect that playing, you know, in this Region Collegiate Baseball League.
Trevor Fenters, a guy that plays at Indiana State in Terre Haute. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Gabe Bush thought that was ball 2. I thought that ball might have been a little outside, but the ump says it caught the plate. 1 away. This brings up Ryder Fernandez. We'll get you stats in a minute. Trevor Fenters, he's a guy, as we mentioned, played at Indiana State. Recorded a solid strikeout to walk ratio, 18-4. He pitched 16 innings with an 0-1 record, a 7.31 ERA as it's fouled away. Pitched primarily out of the bullpen, but if you're getting 16 innings pitched, 15 appearances for a college or D1 college baseball team, I think that shows you that they see something in you. 0-1 the count here on Fernandez. Swinging, that's a fly ball to right. Max Truby is under it. On his tippy toes, makes the catch head high in right field, and that is out number 2. And it'll bring up Billy Chidgey, the shortstop.
Yeah, you look at that 7.31 ERA, and you obviously say that that's not very good, but you got to realize the caliber of players that he is playing against. Indiana State, I mean, it's not just a normal D1 program. It's a pretty high level. Obviously, it's not Power 4, but, I mean, in terms of group of 5 teams, or group of 6 now, it's a very good program.
Well, that, and also you have to factor in when you're playing when you're playing college baseball. Sometimes the sample size, that pitch is low, 1-0 to Billy Chidgey. Sometimes the sample size can be so small that ERA can be a little bit of a bloated.
Yeah.
You know, it can be a bit of a
bloated because you know sometimes you could have had one bad outing and that completely screws it.
1-0 pitch. Pitch misses. Went to Valparaiso High School.
Back in his hometown.
Yep, back in his hometown. Billy Chidsey is up. Billy Chidsey on
also back in his hometown, Billy Chidsey.
Indeed he is. Billy Chidsey, currently 3 for 13 on the year. That's good for a .231 average. 3-0 count on him now. Doesn't have an RBI yet this season. He has drawn 6 walks, though, so his on-base percentage is at .500. So he's been an on-base machine for the Corndogs so far this season. Takes a strike there. Count is now 3-1. Give you some perspective on Trevor Fenters. In 8 of his appearances, he gave up no earned runs. So, you look at the earned run average and you make your assumptions, but really that was just a few bad outings here or there where he really struggled. And aside from that, was able to make some good outings here and there. So sometimes, especially when it comes to relief pitchers, ERA, we mention it a lot, but it can be a bit of an overhyped stat. 3-2 pitch, a fly ball to the left, fouling out of play. Count runs full here on Chidsey.
And also Indiana State, they play, like I said, their conference isn't like a Power 4 conference, but they play teams like I saw in there. They play Indiana, they play Purdue, which are Power 4 high-end baseball teams. So sometimes the quality of competition is actually really high and the highest level.
Indiana State out of the MVC, a pretty good baseball conference. 3-2 to Chidsey, swing and a miss. High heat gets Billy Chidsey swinging. A 1-2-3 first for the Corndogs. We head to the second inning. No score from Legacy Fields.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake.
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, no score between the Corndogs and the Post-94 Vikings. Centier Bank proudly supports the Lake County Corndogs this season. Since 1895, Centier has remained deeply rooted in Northwest Indiana and promises to remain not for sale for generations to come. Go to Centier.com for more information. Member FDIC. Camden Mikulich, Tristan Wilson, Luke Basie due up for the Post-94 Vikings. Mikulich wearing number 49. Bunts that one up the first base or third base line. Ryder Fernandez fields a barehanded throw to first is way late. Pulled Navarro off the bag, but didn't matter. It's a bunt single for Mikulich.
That was a beautifully placed bunt.
It was. And today's one of those days with it being potentially a more damp grass. Now that's going to change a bit with the sun out, but if the grass is a little bit more damp than usual, then, maybe you'll have a situation where bunts kind of stop a little bit, and it might be tough to field it. So now with a bunt single, that brings up Tristan Wilson, the center fielder. Swings and skies that one to right field, fouling out of play. He is listed to play at South Suburban, but I did not see him record any college stats last season. He played his high school career at Boone Grove, had 95 career RBIs in Boone Grove with a .367 average.
Wow, that's high.
He was a part of that 2025 state championship team as that pickup move over to first is late. That dominant 2A state championship team Boone Grove had last season. No balls and one strike here on Wilson. Stanton delivers one up and in for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, it just adds region for baseball. It's the best part in Indiana, in my opinion.
Got
I
17
think by far.
playing tomorrow in regionals. You have in 4A, you have Valpo and Lake Central are playing. 1-1 pitch misses inside, 2-1. You have Valpo and Lake Central in 4A. In 3A, you have Highland and Andrean. In 2A, you have Hebron. And then in 1A, you have Couts and South Central. 2-1 pitch. High for a ball, 3-1. Throw down to first on the pickoff is fielded out of the dirt by Navarro.
Good play by Navarro to get that.
Keep that one in front of him and keep it from getting into right field. So hitters count now on Tristan Wilson. It's Mitchell Stanton. Needs something to happen here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pickoff move to first is late. Stanton plays at Purdue Northwest. He was a 2025 All-GL IAC honorable mention. 2 wins on the mound. 51 innings pitched this past season. That pitch misses low for ball 4. Wilson reaches, and that puts runners on first and second here with nobody out, and Luke Basie is up.
Let's see, the pressure's on Stanton now. Starting slow in this inning, not throwing a lot of strikes.
It indeed is. Luke Basie listed as a first baseman. Played in high school at Kankakee Valley, had quite the pitching resume at Kankakee Valley. As a senior, went 3-1 with a 0.79 ERA in 2 saves at Kankakee Valley his senior year. First pitch to him, misses inside, count is 1-0.
0.79 ERA. How about that?
Even
that's
in high
impressive.
school, that's a wild ERA to have. 1-0 the count. Cody Benedict is on deck. Stanton delivers the 1-0. Misses outside. Count moves to 2-0.
The only other under 1 ERA I've seen from a team I've broadcast so far was Linus Territon, the Corndog. Now in the Lake County Corndogs. I believe at one point in the season, his senior season, he had a 0.13 ERA.
What a wild.
It was nuts. He had let up 2 runs for so much,
2-0 pitches high, and it gets away from Bradley Ferris, and down to second goes Wilson. Down to third goes Mikulich. I believe they're going to call that a passed ball. So all of a sudden, it's a 3-0 count. Runners at second and third, and nobody out.
Yeah, dangerous territory here for the Corndogs and Stanton. Going to have a moment.
Yep. Bradley Ferris going to talk to him here. When you know you have a guy like Trevor Fenters on the mound on the other side, you have to be very careful.
Runs are scarce, probably.
It is going to be one of those nights where runs are scarce.
See, trying to calm him down. Big couple pitches coming up here. You cannot get bases loaded, nobody out early in this game.
Basie stands back in. And Mitchell Stanton steps back onto the rubber. 3-0 count. That's a strike.
There we go.
Up inside corner. Well-placed pitch there. Put it on a corner. Pitch he didn't necessarily want to swing at. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swinging, that's a fly ball into right center field towards the gap. Bush drifting over, and Gabe Bush slides, and he
caught it.
Make the catch.
lucky bounce there.
Indeed, it was a lucky bounce. Yep. Apologies, folks. Looks like we went out for a brief moment. Top of the second inning, 1-0. The Vikings lead the Corndogs with 2 down, a runner on third. Andrew Long is up. Count is 1-0. Pitch. High for a ball, 2-0.
Andrew Long just finished his senior season at Crown Point High School. And it was very interesting because obviously I called games for Crown Point my senior year of high school. He didn't play at all on the varsity team, which is kind of interesting that he only played varsity for one single season, yet he's already committed to, I believe it was Prairie State.
Yep.
Just shows you that, the talent that was on that Crown Point team.
Very talented team that last year made it to regionals and this past year lost in the sectional championship to Lake Central. Although we mentioned the region is swing and a miss 2-2 in baseball. Look at the DAC. I mean, you have Lake Central, Crown Point, Valpo, all programs. Even look at the small schools, places like Cowles, Morgan Township, South Central this year, Highland, and Andrean, and Hanover Central. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Andrew Long goes down swinging, but the post-94 Vikings scratch across a run on one base hit, no errors, and they leave a runner stranded at third. We head to the bottom of the second, 1-0. Post-94 leads it.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack and Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use and it can save you time and money. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. For delivery or pickup, enjoy the convenience of letting our to-go team shop for you. Enjoy your online shop.com.
Legacy Fields in Crown Point. We head to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0. The Vikings lead the Corndogs. Planning a birthday outing? Bring your team to see our team. Email info@corndogsbaseball.com to book your group outing today. Corndogs trail 1-0. Have a few people out tonight. Appreciation night. Anybody who showed their teacher ID are for free. Great night for baseball. First pitch in there for a strike. Count is 0-1. Especially with the question during the day, with wondering of whether or not were we going to play tonight with all the rain that came through. But this field held up very well throughout the day, and you can see it's a little dark. It's a little packed with water, but not too bad. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Actually, probably not the worst thing in the world, honestly. A little damp is not terrible, so you'll take it. Just means less dust tonight.
Yeah.
We'll call that good. 0-2 the count, nobody out. Trevor Fenters, the Indiana State product, back in there, swinging a ground ball to the left side. Benedict scoops it up, sidearms it across the diamond to first for out number 1. This brings up Greg Guernsey, number 3. Greg Guernsey this season is 2 for 12. Does have 1 RBI. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. His on-base percentage is at .280 on the young season. Corndogs 5 games this 94. Opening game, that one foul one. Kind of interesting how the Corndogs, their season's a week old at this point, and post 94, they're just starting their season tonight. No. the leg of Fenters. Fenters fields it, underhand scoops it to first to get the out. Luke Basie decides to pick up the ball, a 1-3 put out. Zach Sharkey.
That was an athletic play there by Fenters. The ability to beat that play out. Also, after getting hit right in the leg, to obviously a roll up to him, but I'm still sure that didn't feel great.
Great Lake Sports training facility dogs, not just. Also, one girl. I was.
Yeah.
If it gets past him, that's
There's
probably
a big
into
gap,
center field
yeah.
for a base hit, and you would love that. 2 down. First one away to Zach Sharkey. Sharkey made his corn dog debut last night. The Lowell High School product. He went 1 for 4. Respectable night.
Very respectable.
Respectable 1 for 4. Also had a walk, so reached base twice in his 5 plate appearances. Call that a good day's work on the mound. 1-1 count on Sharkey. That one fouled off of the top of the fencing. Count moves to 1-2.
You should see the Corndogs batters. They're getting contact on Fenters, just not able to get anything
1-2
past
pitch.
the field.
Swinging, that's a fly ball to center. Wilson backpedaling towards the track. Makes the catch while retreating towards the fence, and that is out, number 3, and that ends the inning. 6 up, 6 down for Fenters through 2. 1-0. The Vikings lead the Corndogs.
Keeps you busy and you can't get to the store? Shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information. Fill your virtual card and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to earn reward with time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachan.com.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Bank fosters a workplace of community building and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centir apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centir, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to centir.com.
Back at Long Point, we're heading to the 3rd inning. 1-0. The Post 94 Vikings lead the Lake County Corndogs. Discover your rhythm at Hard Rock Casino, Indiana. The party never stops with free live music every Friday. Just off of exit 6, I-84. The 3rd inning for the Vikings. Max Truby wearing number 54. To play at Edgewood. He just finished his senior season at Boone Grove. Hitting 277 with 11 RBIs.
A lot of Edgewood commits on this team.
Edgewood, very high school products.
A lot of PNW, so it's kind of our thing.
A lot of PNW for the Corndogs. Some suburban guys, too. He comes up. 1 run on 2 hits so far for Post 94. First pitch comes in, and that's a swing and a miss.
See how Stan responds after that tough. That last save was a pretty big win for them.
That was a 1 pitch, fouled back. Into the screen, count is 0 to the corner of the mound. That means that the pitching staff is going to have a lot of pressure put on them. The Corndogs want. They need to get out of hand. The 0-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball to right field.
That's right by the kids.
Indeed, it is into that kids area, and the race is on for the souvenir. Bouncy balls there out.
Yeah.
Those big, like almost
all the kids got it.
Yeah. Balls They're bouncing on down that line. You also see the flags down there. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Nice. Beautiful off-speed pitch. Strikeout number 4, Mitchell Stanton. Now, speaking of those flags down the right field line, as Ben Truby comes up next, the wind is a pretty light breeze, but it is blowing in from right field, that right field line in towards the third base line. So any ball to right field is going to be hung up there a little bit. As that's line foul, just past former Corndog. Yeah, Ryan Troxel down the third base line, Zach Pizer down the first base line. Both are here tonight. Austin Pizer is the head coach of this. To the pitcher. And scoop to Stanton is in plenty. It's out, and Truby is down. That brings up Gabe Call.
Yeah, beautiful work from Stanton in this inning, making quick.
Yep.
Especially after last inning.
Comes up, he's 0 for. Austin should be familiar to those of you in the region when it comes to baseball. Highland High last season, first 25 in, count as 1-0. The Highland Trophy in the when they take the complex Indiana, Northwood High School, that is 1-1. Great weekend of baseball all year.
Yeah. Except if you're a Cubs fan after today. Last time I checked before I got here, it was 16-0.
Today was not a great day for the Cubs, no. 1-1 pitch, a fly ball to left, curling foul, and it'll tail out of play. Yeah, any fly ball down that left field line is going to go out over that fence. I also saw a Kona ice truck passing beyond the left field fence. Kind of wish Kona Ice had like an ice cream truck service.
Yeah.
You could get Kona Ice whenever you wanted. That pitch in the dirt, 2-2. I'd be a fan of that.
I would be a fan of that.
Kona Ice, get into the ice cream truck business.
Yeah, and bring it here. Bring it to the Corndogs games.
One thing is true is that you are never. There's some things in life you're never too old for, and the ice cream truck is one of them.
Yeah, I saw one pass my house the other day.
2-2 count in the dirt, 3-2.
Had to resist chasing after it, man. Really wanted to.
I can't do that anymore.
That would be a little interesting if you went and ran after the ice cream truck.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Stanton delivers. Check swing. Did he go?
Okay.
They say he didn't, so that's
say that he did not.
Ball 4, and that leads to a walk, and Ben Sullivan comes up. Sullivan reached on a fielder's choice in the first. He comes on, but this time with 2 down. Stanton's been solid tonight so far, hoping to see if he can hold it to just 1 run. Pickoff move to first is not in time. We haven't seen Post 94 be exceptionally base paths yet. Yeah, that's not a big lead call. First 1-1. Sometimes you just want to make a throw over there just to keep him honest.
Yeah. We saw it last inning. He threw it over there a few times.
Very small lead over at first. No balls and 1 strike to count. Foul back into the netting. Count moves to 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 down on Ben Sullivan. Ben Sullivan, the Milwaukee School of Engineering product, is down 0-2. Stanton stands in and delivers. Ground ball to the right side. Sharkey gobbles it up, flips it to first, inning right, we're live. Apologies, folks. We had some technical difficulties. Top of the fourth inning, 1-0. Post 94 leads the Lake County Corndogs. We have ourselves an IBEW Local 697 pitching change. Number 22, Jacob Siska, comes into the game. He will face off against Ethan Glassman to lead off the fourth inning. Ironworkers Local 395 is a proud partner of the Lake County Corndogs. We mentioned Ironworkers Local 390. They'll sponsor our player of the game should the Corndogs win, and Hard Rock Casino will sponsor our final score. Get you another sponsor in here in a minute, paying a lot of bills this inning as that one's fouled back. Count is 0-1. Misprint is the official printing partner of the Lake County Corndogs. We specialize in delivering the highest quality signs and printing on time and within budget. Big or small, we do it all. Visit misprintindiana.com to learn more about our services. Again, apologies, folks, for some of the issues we've had with the stream here tonight as it's fouled away. Count is 0-2. Hopefully, this is the last time that we have to restart things.
Yeah, let's hope. It's up for the Corndogs that, maybe in the next inning they can start scoring some runs.
0-2 count. Pitches high, 1-2. Thankfully, didn't miss much in the fourth inning. Corndogs read. Trevor Fenters has been perfect.
Just Fenters doing what Fenters has been doing.
Yep, he's been perfect through the first 3 innings for the Vikings. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Jacob Siska gets Ethan Glassman looking. So Jacob Siska in that of Camden Mikulich. He singled in the second, came around to score on the Luke Basie sacrifice fly in the second. That's the only run we've had so far in this game. Jacob Siska, wearing number 22, has not pitched his senior season Central breaking ball. Beautiful one in the suburban Isfall.
Region didn't even mention pretty good base.
Ton of them. And all the great year last year to base. You even go back to just how great of a year it's been this year. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jacob Siska.
Yeah. What a debut. Way to get out. Way to start your Corndog season.
Making a big statement.
Back-to-back strikeouts.
Start off his Corndog career. Now, looking at the line for Mitchell Stanton, it was a solid one. 3 innings pitched, gave up 2 hits, only 1 run, as that's fouled away. He struck out 4 batters, and overall not a bad night, Stanton, by any means. Outside corner, count moves to 0-2.
Stanton just had that rough top of the second inning for a little bit, but only let up 1 run, and then eventually cruised his way through the rest of it.
Corndogs struck out 15 batters last night. They're on a similar pace tonight. That one chopped to the left side, foul. They've struck out already 6 batters so far.
Well, yeah, pitching's been great. The only difference is, the offense tonight has not shown up at all yet.
Well, not yet, but it's still early.
We'll see. Maybe
only
once
3 innings in.
If Valpo turns to the bullpen, we'll see if that can change.
We'll see what they do here. They do have a couple guys on the bench. We'll see how far they go in the bullpen. That pitch misses outside. Count moves to 1-2 now on Tristan Wilson. 1-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball to right. Costiba jogs in and makes the grab, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3, go the Vikings in the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0, Vikings lead it. We'll do this day in baseball history in the bottom of the 4th. This game is...
Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strack and Van Til.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-0. The Valparaiso Vikings post 94 lead the Lake County Corndogs. Gabe Bush, Ryder Fernandez, Billy Chidsey due up against Trevor Fenters, who sent down the first 9 Corndogs in a row. Take some time to take a look at a little bit of this day in baseball history here in this fourth inning. One interesting thing that happened on this night in 1989, as that pitch misses low and outside, 1-0. The Toronto Blue Jays opened what was called the Sky Dome back then. Nowadays, called the, I believe it was called the Rogers Center for a while. I don't know if it's still that name.
It's Roger, yeah, I believe it is still Rogers Center.
Now 0-2, you're on Gabe Bush. They they lose to the Brewers 5-3 in that first game. It was the newest and most modern stadium in baseball at the time, and they just did some renovations there that you probably saw if you watched the World Series last year. Hotel and Center, one of the most unique ballparks in baseball, opened on this date in 1989. A pretty good Blue Jay team that I believe won the American League the American League East that year. Swing and a miss. Count moves to 1-2. It's 1-1 the count. My bad. They lost to the Oakland Athletics in the LCS, and then the A's won the Earthquake World Series over the Giants.
Crazy times back then.
It was a wild one. The Cubs actually were in the postseason that year, too. They won the NL East. They did. Lost to the Giants in 5 games in the LCS. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. We've seen a couple times tonight how Fenters has nibbled at the outside corner, and the umpire's given it to him.
I feel like it's gone both ways.
Well, and I think it's one of those moments where if you're a hitter now, you're thinking, okay, that's a pattern, time to adjust.
Yeah.
You know,
especially now coming up your second time.
The umpire's being consistent, calling that the way he sees it. So let's be prepared for it. This brings up Ryder Fernandez. Pitch misses outside.
Not a game. Back-to-back strikeouts in his first 2 at-bats after going 3 for 4 yesterday. Was our player of the game.
1-0 pitch. That's a strike, 1-1. Off Square Brewing is the official brewing partner of the Lake County Corndogs. At Off Square Brewing, we strive to be just that, off square. We think and brew outside the box. To 2-1 now. Ryder Fernandez. Ryder 5 playing third base. Nounder through the hole into left. A seeing eye single for Ryder for first Corndog base.
Maybe that's all you needed to get Fenters a little. Needed his 1 hit. First hit of the game for the Corndogs. So no hitter tonight.
Yeah, cancel any post-game celebration plans that the post-94 might have had.
See if the Corndogs can build off of this now.
Yeah, don't need a gate, at least on that side. Corndogs maybe. If the Corndogs can win this one in dramatic fashion. 2-1 pitches, or the first pitch is fouled back by Billy Chidsey. Ryder Fernandez over at the stolen. Fernandez this season has only 1 stolen base. Swinging, that's a ground ball. Fenters bobbles it at second, decides to get the out at first anyway. Surprised he didn't go to second.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought there was a big enough,
Fernandez was not very far down the line when he made that play, or when he made that turn to second, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Not letting a Corndog in scoring position for the first time tonight. Yep. See, maybe he's just confident that he's probably going to strike out this next batter. See, Fenters checks back. Long check back.
Needy Diz, first pitch in there for a strike. Count is 0-1. Play It Again Sports in Maryville is a sponsor of the Corndogs. We buy, sell, and trade new and used sports and fitness gear every day. Whether you're scoring your first glove, upgrading your home gym, or clearing out your garage, we've got quality gear at the prices you'll love. It's that small-town sports feel with big-time selection. Play It Again Sports Maryville, your local sports store. Play It Again Sports will also sponsor all Lake County Corndogs home runs this season. The Corndogs have yet to hit a home run this season. That's something I would like. Let's change that tonight.
There we go.
Let's get a home
Let's
run.
get the crowd going.
I give the Corndogs the lead. That pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. Although in reality, here with Drew Costiba up, a guy that could hit a home run, in reality, he's really just looking for a base hit here. Any base hit probably scores Ryder Fernandez because he'll be going on contact. And with 2 outs, you'll think Heisman might be a little bit more aggressive on a send strike. Just missed inside.
You know, also with the inability of Corndogs to get runners on base, period, you probably want to be a little more aggressive when you can.
3-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball to center field. Wilson going back, still going back. Eyes it in the sky and makes the grab on the fringe of the track in center, and that ends the frame. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 runner left stranded. We head to the 5th. Fallon will take over on play-by-play after this on the Lake County Corndogs Broadcasting Network.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will come away.
They have trainers in store.
Did you know?
They will make
Did
variety of dust.
Oh.
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
History of an award to putting people sent here community philanthropication, a long-last family ownership dedicated to chance. Tier, it's the integrity, personal server, private family information. Tier.com.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. Top of the 5th inning, still 1-0 Valpo. If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break grounds on a new project in 2026, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Powering Indiana. .org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Getting our check.
Yeah, we got it, apparently.
We do. All the time you do. First, you got to come.
Free pizza. I
got to pay my salary.
Balls fouled off. Oh, almost.
Yeah, fouled off.
Yeah, the count is. He is up.
Yeah, so into this one, we're already in the
race. Coach was just this game's been going by.
Right, former pitcher for the Corn.
Pitch side. Played full. A few years. An interesting feeling. It's almost stuck in there.
This much. Ryan Troxel, in my opinion, one of the best people to put on a Corndogs jersey. Super great guy. You know, always accommodating, always very helpful, getting us lineups and rosters all in time.
Hey,
all
that's
that stuff.
The broadcaster's best part.
Oh yeah.
As there's something. I believe the batter took time.
Indeed, he did.
Yeah, a little late. Cisco pitches, and that one's popped up in the air. In foul territory. That's about to land. Ooh,
Barrow
very
was
close,
going
yeah.
for it, and I believe he dropped it.
Either way, it's the foul ball right there, and could have had.
Times how the wind's blowing in there from that right field. The ball's going to air down that.
There we go, Leachy. He's Corndogs' debut right now. Another strike to see that. First base. Ara takes it himself. No weird bounces there. It looks like it's already coming up to be another relatively quick inning here.
Potentially.
2 outs already.
Speaking of Ralph Flores, just a fair warning, if you ever hear somebody cheering on from the stands, it's probably Ralph.
Yeah.
He always does. I mean, Ralph
Loudest
Flores,
voice.
he's a very involved in recruiting talent for this team, all that sort of stuff, along with Justin Heisman.
His first pitch is in there for a strike. Andrew Long is up to bat. Another strike. Cisco getting ahead of batters would be the common theme so far of his career. That one's a little high, outside. 1-2 count. Similar spot. Now we got a Deuces Wild, as we used to call it last year. 2-2-2. Long hits that one. Just dropped right in front of Castiba. Could not have a play on it. Thought maybe he had a chance at it running into that. Instead falls right in front of him, and that is a base hit for Andrew Long.
Yeah, it is. That was just a simple seeing eye single out in right field. That's what Crash Davis would call a dying quail.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard that, that's a reference. Fantastic baseball movie, might I add. Do you have a favorite baseball movie, Thalen?
I mean, it has to be The Sandlot. Come on now.
Really?
I love that movie. I think it's so funny as a kid. There's so many iconic moments in that. I reference, the s'more scene. S'more of what? I say that all the time. So that one's hit right in the center push right there, and he makes the catch there. No damage done at all for the Vikings. Very quick one as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, championed a building, philanthropy, education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
And you can't get to this line with Still to Go. Service is easy to use, and it can save you time. And once your own stream preps your order with care. For delivery or pickup, enjoy the convenience of letting our to-go team shop for you. Enjoy your special moments. Sign up online today at shop.strackandvantil.com.
The Legacy Fields here. Point Purdue's proud to be part of community and support organizations like the Corndogs. At Purdue Federal, we take pride in being your financial partner through all of life's big events. You can visit us online at purduefed.com. Pitching change for Valpo as Fenters is, if you're a Corndogs fan, you say finally, because he was perfect, only allowed one hit in that last inning. But now we have Glassman, who was playing shortstop earlier in this game, now moved to pitching, as we have other defensive that we will get to you eventually. First pitch. Big swing there, but right to the center fielder. That was Greg Guernsey up to bat. As now we have Sharkey up next for the Corndogs, the second baseman. This game's moving by extremely quickly. Very fast game. Already 8 o'clock, and we're pretty much halfway through this game. So we're in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch. Again, swung on Sharkey into the gap right in between left field and the center fielder. And he's going to go for 2. This is a close play. Great slide there by Sharkey, and that's a double right there for the Corndogs. Finally, an extra base hit. Now Caleb Navarro has a chance, one other chance tonight, as it's back-to-back at-bats with first pitch swinging, first pitch contact as well. Got to take his equipment off. Sharkies. Now it's Navarro, the first baseman, up to bat. As we got another delay. Conversation between Glassman and the catcher Ben Truby. As Navarro steps back in. It's all right. Taking their time. Long signal by Truby. First pitch. It's in there. Great pitch. Just caught the corner on that one. 0-1 count. Big thing for the Corndogs tonight is not getting good counts early. Always starting behind. Big swing there for strike number 2 on Navarro. Now all of a sudden you're in an 0-2 count. Let's see what Navarro can do here. Pitch. Swings on it. Almost gets into that gap. Plays made. Wow. What a big stretch there by Basie at first base. Play third. So now, with a tying run, only 90 feet away, Linus Cheriton up to bat. Man, that was a great play there.
Apologies for being out there trying to sort through some issues with the lineup. So here's kind of from what I've heard, here's what the situation is in the field. So Ethan Glassman's on the mound. Camden Mixelich has moved to center. He was the extra hitter. Tristan Wilson moves from center field to shortstop. So Glassman kind of moved in, and then Fenters is out of the ballgame. That's how everything kind of sorts out here. We'll see what that does with the lineup, because Glassman or Mikulich was in as the extra hitter. So how that computes with everything, I'm not totally sure.
Yeah, I don't know if that Fenters is probably not going to hit. So.
My assumption is probably the DH is basically forfeited, and Ben Sullivan then becomes the extra hitter, I'm assuming.
So that one's popped backwards behind us. So now it's a 1-2 count. Runner still on third base. Corndogs, this is a chance that they need. They haven't had very many opportunities in this game, I mean, if any. And you have the tying run. Somehow the tying run is only 90 feet away.
Need it is, but with 2 down, you got to get a base hit in order to get that run home.
Pitch. Looks like it's in there, and that's strike 3, and the Corndogs leave a runner on third base. Unfortunately, cannot tie this game. And now will be heading to the top of the 6th inning in a very quick game. Still 1-0 Vikings.
Keeps you busy and you can't get to the store? Shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual card, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. To sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
History that's committed first bank, place of community philanthropy, long-lasting, dedicated to generations of clients, is what sets Sentier apart. Trust the enduring service of Indiana's Fit. Go to Sentier.com.
Down.
Fields and Clicks, 1-0. The Vikings lead the Lake County Corndogs. And we have for you a pitching chain sponsored by IBEW, Local 697. The new pitcher for the Lake County Corndogs in this half inning is number 34, Matt Murphy.
Coming into a game where the pitchers have played extremely well for the Corndogs, just obviously the offense can't get anything going with still with Buseg on the scoreboard, but still Valpo only one run in this game. And apart from that one top of the second inning, the pitching has been very great.
One run on 3 hits with no errors for the Vikings, and 1 run on 2 hits, no errors for the Corndogs. That's a check swing chopper to the right side. Sharkey bobbles it, and he misplays it, and is Ben Truby. We'll see what they count that, if they call that an error or if they call that a hit. I think Sharkey feels he could have made, and that's a runner on to lead off the inning.
That might be one of those things you talk about with the field conditions not up to standard as normal conditions.
Yeah. No, I don't.
They probably play turf too.
Well, I don't know if the field played a huge role, honestly, if I'm being honest here. They call that an error. It's an error on Sharkey. Matt Murphy from St. John, Indiana, but played in high school at Mount Carmel. Went to Lakeland Junior College last season. Had a 3-3 record with 1 save, 1-0 pitch. Has played in 1, and I believe that was that Sunday game against South Lake. 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, no strikeouts. That was a day, as I mentioned, after the first couple of innings, the Corndogs pitching really settled into that one. The problem was the offense couldn't get to South Lake. Misses low, counts 2-1. Territory count moves to 2-2 here on Gabe Call. Call is 0 strikeout and a walk. This game, a sacrifice. Haven't had a lot of traffic walks. Foul down the right side. Although in a league like this, when you have a lot of pitching changes and guys getting work in, the dynamics of a game can shift very quickly.
Yes, very easily. Because, if this was a college or professional game, I'm sure Frenchers would not have left that game this way.
I would presume so. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to left. Foul. Running for, and as he slide, he did not. Forward in my view down that left hand. That's usually a good indicator. 2-2 still the count here on Gabe Call. Murphy. Sets. Left field hit. Goes it down. Trying to be there. Getting to third on the fly ball to left. Nice throw by Greg Guernsey on the outfield assist. There's one away.
Beautiful throw by Guernsey there. Aggressive base running by Valpo. Obviously, maybe they're taking into account the fact that they only have one run in this game. Aggressive base running there. They paid it. They did not pay off for that.
Yeah, that is a really, really. I mean, I see what he was doing there. The ball was toward the gap. I think he probably assumed that Guernsey was not going to be able to make a play on it. But regardless, instead of runners at the corners and nobody out, it's runner at first with one out. That's a totally foul down the third base side.
Especially in this game. Like we said, it's scary. On lead in this game.
Strachan Van Til, prices, pickup or delivery, online coupons, rewards, points, and more. Life made simple, shopping made easy at StrachanVanTil.com. Indeed he is. That's why I got an ad read in. Ben Sullivan, number 58. Indeed. I don't know if that's not what he's worried about, but still. Call that unintended consequences. One pitch, misses low and in. Sullivan, the designated hitter. I'm assuming he's keeping that role. Or really, he would be the extra hitter in this one because they actually forfeited with the move of Ethan Glassman to the mound. One away. That's a strike. Count now is 1-2.
Big difference between them and the Beavers game that I did earlier. The leads on first base are big.
No. Post 94. The Vikings super aggressive on the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. He was very tiring. 1-2. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the first inning. It out in the third. The 1-2 runner go throw down to second. Throw.
There you go. You mentioned not being aggressive in the base pass. They finally do it. With an amazing throw.
Ferris to Sharkey at second base. So both of the on the base paths. One in air. 2-2 with two down. High for ball. 3 ball on Sullivan. Murphy trying to face the minimum in one of the oddest 1, 2, 3 innings in Corndogs. That one misses low for ball 4. And that'll Ethan Glassman. Got first, and that is air. One. Did we head to the Corndogs?
Now do what you do, get loud, go ahead, get business, tell everyone there's some limits, you can have anything you want.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake.
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Sentier is a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Sentier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Sentier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Sentier.com.
Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, 1-0. The post-94 Vikings lead the Lake County Corndogs. Bradley Ferris, Gabe Bush, and Ryder Fernandez due up. The Corndogs have only 2 base hits so far, and they have yet to score a run, but they only trail by 1. And Bradley Ferris is up. Ethan Glassman back out on the mound.
No.
Ferris, who made a pretty big impact defensively in the top of the 6th inning with making the throw out at second base. Able to get Gabe Call trying to steal second.
Yeah, and a great play there.
Glassman back on the mound. First pitch. In there for a strike, count is 0-1. Ladies and gentlemen, U Chicago Medicine continues to lead the way in groundbreaking research and advanced care. From scientific discoveries to expert clinical treatments, they are shaping the future of medicine every day. 0-1 the count on Ferris. Fouled off. Count remains or moves up to 0-2.
Let's see, the Corndogs hitters were able to get to Glassman in the last inning. Definitely more than they were Fenters, that's for sure.
Still an 0-2 count here on Ferris. Gabe Bush on deck. The Corndogs have yet to get the leadoff runner on base in this game. The 0-2 pitch misses outside. On a beautiful night and a good crowd on. And for Teacher Appreciation Morning. Swing, and that's a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. That's a reverse error. Mentioned how the Corndogs had yet to get the leadoff runner on, and here comes Bradley Ferris slapping a.
Here we go. Let's see if this could be the start of something, a little bit of a rally. We had something going in the last inning. Let's see if it can carry over here and actually, get a run on the board.
Gabe Bush, Ryder Fernandez due up next. On deck and in the hole.
See Gabe Bush having a pretty rough game. Let's see if he can break that.
By the way, a special guest here at the game tonight, Sean Dunlap.
Oh, really?
Crown Point alum and Unimet. Dave Sikowski and Ralph Flores both met him tonight at the ballpark. First
crazy.
Pitch up and outside for a ball. Count is 1-0 here on Gabe Bush.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to call him your year. Very, very good. I mean, I can tell you, very good player. We'll guarantee you he'll be drafted to MLB probably in a couple of years.
Oh, and fair. And Sharko, the pinch runner, caught leaning. Throw to second, though, is wild. And the pinch runner, Sharko, gets to second base.
This is what you like to see if you're a Corndogs fan. A couple of lucky plays happening. Sharko with a mistake, but gets the throw by Basie at first base. That was a little bit outside.
We'll see what they call that officially. How about that?
Yeah.
Want to know the count? All of a sudden, a runner in scoring position.
Some oddities in this game. Past couple innings for the Corndogs.
Indeed. Now Bush with a golden opportunity. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. And now a 2-0 count. See if they're going to call that a stolen base or if they're going to call that an error.
You would think that would be an error.
We'll see what they call strikes. Pitch to Bush. Big swing and a miss.
Yeah, Bush wanted all of it. Yeah, none of it.
Count moves to 2-1. Luke Basie over at first base has caused the lone tally of this game tonight. Sacrifice fly in the top of the second. Just missed for ball 3.
That was very close.
Yeah, they called that an error, so that's an E6 is what they called that. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. High for ball 4. He walked him.
There we go. Now you got runners on first and second. Nobody out. This is you speak about golden opportunities. This is a golden opportunity.
Now you have the middle of the order up here.
Yeah.
You have Ryder Fernandez. You also have Billy Chidsey. All due up. Also Drew Costiba there as well. All guys, and this Corndog, this is a lineup that's just waiting to burst into a hot streak. That's what they're looking for. That's a strike. Count as 0-1.
Similar to how it was last year. The first couple of games we started off 0-2. Our offense was a little bit slow. All of a sudden, middle of the season, the bats really picked up, and it felt like consistently all year we're able to score a bunch of runs, put up crooked numbers a lot.
Count here on Fernandez. Fernandez is 1 for 2 tonight. Throw down to second as again Sharko caught leaning, but this time he gets back in safely. Sharko is taking some big leads off of the base paths.
Hey, he's playing with house money.
You got to be careful here. You're the tying run in the 6th inning, so you got to be careful. Count still 1-1 here on Fernandez. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner. A good frame job there by Ben Truby behind the plate.
Beautiful frame job. I thought that was nowhere near the strike zone. Obviously, umpire has a better view than I do.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Ryder Fernandez. One thing you don't want here is a strikeout.
Or a double play.
Glassman steps off the rubber. One-two count once again on Ryder Fernandez. The pitch. Almost the same spot with that one, and that one misses 2-2.
Interesting.
I think that one was a little higher.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit higher.
The frame job can get that call that time.
2-2 with nobody out. Glassman looks back at second and delivers. Sharp ground ball to the left side. Benedict fields it, and he will step on third. Sharko kind of got in his way, prevented him from turning the double play. So the trade-off of that is the Corndogs only get 1 out on the play.
Yeah, do you think, I mean, that was probably the smart play, right? Get the lead runner off instead of, choosing the double play just because of the score of the game right now.
There was a weird play in a situation like that in a Major League Baseball playoff game a few years ago. I don't know if you remember this, but I believe it was 2018, the Cubs were playing the Colorado Rockies in the NL Wild Card game. That was back in the day when the Wild Card game was just a single game. So that's a strike to Billy Chidsey, 0-1. And there was a ground ball to third, first and second, extra innings, and Javier Baez was running to third. Nolan Arenado made the play, and they both just kind of stood there, and then Javier Baez then wrapped up Nolan Arenado in a friendly bear hug. Swing.
The classic Javi Baez. Extra innings of a playoff game.
Yep.
Still.
It was one of the strangest things you've ever seen. The Rockies went on to win that game thanks to a RBI single, and I believe it was the 13th inning. 0-2 count with 1 away as Billy Chidsey calls time.
Trying to throw Glassman off the rhythm. A little bit. Oh, fireworks going off here.
4th of July is less than a month away. It's also the 250th anniversary of the country. So
yeah, a big 4th of July.
0-1 pitch, misses outside.
Good catch by Truby.
Count moves to 1-2 now here on Chidsey. Chidsey's 0 for 2 tonight. This is the best opportunity the Corndogs have had all night long to score. They're down by only 1. All they need is just to get 1 run across to tie it. 1-2 pitch from Glassman. High for a ball, 2-2.
Finally.
They are 2-2 the count here on Chidsey. Glassman looks in and delivers. Line drive caught at third base. Throw to second is in time to get Gabe Bush. Cody Benedict makes the play at third and then a double play at second base. 5-6. And that ends the frame. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left stranded. We head to the 7th. Vikings lead it 1-0 on the Lake County Corndogs Broadcasting Network.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier plays a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana family-owned bank.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack and Van Til to go. Our to-go service is easy to use, and it can save you time and money. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til order with care. For delivery or pickup, enjoy the convenience of letting our to-go team shop for you. Enjoy your special moments. Sign up online today at shop.chill.com.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields in Crown Point. The post-94 Vikings lead the Lake County Corndogs. Fans, did you know that Chicago Medicine, Crown Point, world-class care to Northwest Indiana, adult and pediatric services? They're state-of-the-art, 5 and 109th Avenue. We're up here on the 7th. Luke, first pitch is a strike to Mikulich, and that starts this inning off. It's been a pitcher's duel tonight on all sides.
Yep.
That pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. You know, we talked about how the Corndogs have a lot of guys on their college guys still getting their dealing with that amongst the college guys and a few high school guys coming in. Getting used to college. They're probably dealing with that ground ball to the left side, fielded backhanded by Chids. He has a long throw to first, a couple bounces, not in time. That ball hit right in the hole on the left side of the infield. That'll go down as a single for Mikulich.
Yeah, that's a tough play there by Chidsey. Fernandez almost dove for it.
Brings up Tristan Wilson. Tristan Wilson walked in the second, flew out in the fourth.
See, all of a sudden, this kind of feels like a different game. Past couple of innings, longer, more chances for both at the something somehow, some way. Seems like we found some weird ways to get outs.
Matt Murphy back on the hill for a second inning of work. Out first pitch, way in. No.
Let's see. Murphy starting behind on these counts, a little bit different from what we've seen so far in this game.
One away. Murphy, pickup move to first is not in time. Luke Basie's on deck. Wilson walked in the second, flew out in the fourth. The pitch, that's a looping liner into right field. That's a base hit. Mikulich rounds second. He'll hold there. Kostiva fields and throws it back in. Back-to-back singles here and brings up Luke Basie, who has the 1 RBI tonight.
Yep, and now he has a chance to get another RBI with the runner in scoring position here. This is a golden opportunity for Valpo. As we mentioned last inning, the Corndogs had runners on first and second with nobody out. Ended up getting nothing, so they did fold on that opportunity. Let's see if Valpo, what they can do with this.
This is one of those nights where a 2 or 3 run deficit feels like a mountain if you're the Corndogs. So
absolutely.
If you give up a run here, that can be tough to deal with. 1 away, or nobody out. Pitch, showing bunt, popped up behind the plate off the top of the pole.
Wow.
It looked like that was destined for.
Yeah, that loop right over, and it could have been close to us.
Yeah. Looked like that was going to be in the bleachers, but
Yeah,
it
top of the
wasn't.
bowl.
Owen won the count on Basie. Murphy trying to work his way out of a jam. That's really been the story of the night for the Corndogs, and that's bunted up the third baseline foul. That was the story of last night for the Corndogs, was working their way out of a lot of jams where they had a lot of guys on base. I don't have the exact number, but there were a ton of guys that Oswego left on base last night.
Yeah.
In the 8-2 win the Corndogs had. That was their first home win of the season.
Yeah, and the Corndogs, they had a lot of runners in scoring position, but they actually capitalized on the opportunities. That's the difference. And then tonight, obviously, so far, and the two chances that the Corndogs have had with runners in scoring position, obviously has not been successful.
Down here on Basie. Murphy looks back at second and fires. Outside one.
Now 2 strikes. Basie held back on the bunt.
Yeah, Basie deciding not to bunt this time. Makes sense. Not a good time to bunt at this point. 1-2 strike. Swinging, that's a chopper. Left side, fielded on the backhand. Throw to third. They get the lead runner there. Nice play by Billy Chidsey to get Mikulich on a 6-5 put out at third. Wilson goes down to second. Basie reaches first on a fielder's choice.
Now it's the same exact situation said in the last inning. The Corndogs choose to get the lead runner out at third base instead of, a double play. Well, I don't know if that would have been a really tough double play to have. At least the runner on second base, but I think the right choice was made.
Cody Benedict is up. One away here for Benedict, and runners on first and second. The pitch. Fly foul and out of play into the parking lot.
Yeah, not that many strikeouts this game for the Corndogs as there was last night.
No, well, there were early. I'm trying to count.
Yeah.
There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts, all in the first 5 innings. Haven't had any since.
Yeah, slowed down a lot.
Either way, you're still getting outs. It's what matters.
Yeah.
To this point, it's
and no runs scored apart from one.
0-1 pitch. This is outside. Count is 1-1. Little things come back to haunt you in a baseball game.
Yeah.
And you go back to that first inning. The sac fly was what scored the run, but that came off of a passed ball that advanced runners to second and third. That fly ball happens without that passed ball. Nobody scores. That's a strike, 1 and 2. And again, I know you're creating the inning, but
different
still,
approaches.
The difference in that game is one passed ball in the second inning.
Yeah. It's the little things. It's like how they say game of inches in football.
Baseball, I'd argue, is even more a game of inches or as much a game of inches.
Yeah.
Well, if you paid attention to ABS, it's more like tenths of an inch.
Yeah. Even less than that we've seen. It's crazy. It's crazy. It makes you realize, how minuscule. And the umpires making the calls. It's crazy. Really hard.
Ball, 2 strikes. Benedict steps out of the batter's box, back in. It's Tristan Wilson at second, Luke Basie at first, and time is called again.
He's asking for something.
Yeah, ask for something from the
Some
dugout.
spray.
Yeah, probably
Seems
get something on his bat, maybe. He's getting some pine tar on his bat, looks like, or on his gloves.
Huh.
Odd situation.
Yeah, interesting.
Odd situation indeed, but still
It's
goes back in.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You realize that after 4 pitches in the at-bat, but
1 ball, 2 strikes. Murphy sets, kicks, fires. The 1-2 high, 2-2. Two and two with 1 down. Benedict stands in the right-handed batter's box. Murphy delivers. Swing, and that one is strike 3 on a swing and a miss, but Ferris cannot make there was no foul tip. It's to first on the strikeout and drop their third strike.
There you go. Another mistake again by Bradley last time was the only reason that the Vikings scored, as you mentioned earlier. Eventually set up the sacrifice fly, and I mean, again, it could sacrifice the second.
On. Okay, they're going to say, yep, he does not advance. He swung and missed, so it's a strikeout, but the runners do advance. Was not fielded, so
well, this is the approach. Yeah.
Down.
Now there's
still here. So that brings up Andrew Long. Big for Matt Murphy. Cornelius.
Yeah,
hi to
Cornelius saying hi.
Cornelius wants the strike. 0-1. Matt Murphy trying to emulate his teammates and pull off a Houdini act here in the 7th inning. That one just 1-1. Max is 1 for 5th. One pitch. Right.
Yeah, these are important couple of outs because you do not want the top of the order coming up with runners on base.
1-2 with 2 down. Matt Murphy delivers. Swinging a ground ball back up the middle. Chidsey charges, bobbles, fields, so to first, and it is bobbled and dropped by Navarro on the pick. Run scores, it's 2-0.
That was a tough play there. A little bit of a low throw by Chidsey. Navarro just could not squeeze it.
Yeah, Chidsey had to work quickly with that one.
Yeah.
And Navarro had to pick it out of the dirt.
And now
we'll have a mound visit, and it's 2-0. And again, that drop third strike, that's huge because that run probably doesn't score if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, nope.
All right.
Now, yeah, a couple of critical fielding mistakes so far is the difference in this one.
Yeah, wild pitch and, man.
Yeah, a couple of plays that could have been made. It's a difference. And it feels like Valpo, I don't want to say they're lucky, but they've had some plays go their way, I'll say that. In terms of fielding.
So let's see. They call that an error. Reaches on an error. That's going to be charged to Billy Chidsey. So that run is going to be an unearned run. Two down, runners at the corners, and it is Max Truby up. First pitch is a strike. Count is 0-1.
You can see Cornelius right on the screen right there.
Cornelius.
He's not happy. Not happy about that last play.
Well, he's having probably having a bit of an identity crisis today because it's National Ketchup Day.
No.
Pitch misses low. It's 1-1. Cornelius. It's mustard only all the time. It's also National Donut Day, too. I took advantage of that this morning. Got myself a couple of donuts from Dunkin' Donuts this morning.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm disappointed now. I would have done that.
1-1 pitch, runner goes, swinging. That's a line drive, base it into right field through the hole. Scoring is Luke Basie. On the way to third is Truby. Hit and run worked to perfection that time because that took Sharkey out of position, and that one is a single.
Yeah, and now, I don't want to say it because it's only 2 runs scored, but this kind of feels like, Valpo's kind of blowing it open here. I know it's only a 3-0 lead, but in this game,
I think it's actually pretty valid.
Yeah, I was going to say, in this game.
Struggled as much as the Corndogs have to get something going. That's kind of the situation here.
Man,
and it all goes back to you have an error, a wild pitch, and all those things have worked together to get the Vikings the lead here. That's what this has come down to, has been defensive miscues.
Now we're at the top of the
order.
order again. So not only do you still have runners on the corners, now you have the top of the lineup coming back. If you're Murphy, you want to get out of this as quick as you can.
You indeed do. 0-1 the count here on Truby. Ben Truby takes one low and away. Count moves to 1-1. 7th inning stretch coming up after this.
Hopefully soon, if you're a Corndogs fan.
1 ball, 1 strike with 2 down on Ben Truby. Murphy delivers. Sharp line drive, foul off to the right.
See Murphy now with the 1-2 count. Let's see if he can get out of this one.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Truby has reached twice tonight, once on a single, once on an error. 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called, and the inning comes to an end, but not before. The Vikings score 2 runs on 2 base hits. One corn dog error and 2 runners are left stranded. 7th inning stretch time at Legacy Fields. Corn Dogs need some runs. They're down 3-0.
Keeps you busy and you can't get to the store? Shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using information. Fill your virtual cart and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Now do what you do, get loud, go ahead, get loose, get down to business, tell everyone, nothing's off limits, you can have anything you want.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Corn Dogs trail at 3-0 to the Vikings of Valparaiso College Prep Post 94. Northwest Indiana, get ready for exceptional care closest to home. U Chicago Medicine Crown Point brings advanced specialty care, including a cancer center, outpatient surgery service, all of 219-405-500 today.
See if the Corn Dogs can get to Glassman. It seems like the past couple innings they've been able to get hits off. Just obviously some misfortunate things that have happened that have been preventing runs. It seems like it's like been put on this team.
They've
just cannot get a run over the plate.
They've left running position the last 2 innings. Drew Costiba is up. The Corn Dogs need a spark offensively. They need something to go right. First pitch. Misses low and away for a ball. Count is 1-0. Corn Dogs' upcoming schedule. This is their last home game of this homestand. And then they have a few days off after this. The 1-0 pitch to Costiba is high, 2-0. Off June 6th through the 8th. Then on June 9th on Tuesday, they will travel to Beecher to take on the Muskies, whom the Corn Dogs lost to on opening night. Then a 10th from tonight, they're back at home at Legacy Fields to host 94 Vikings. That's a strike. Count is now 2-1 on Costiba. Then they host the South Lake Ironhawks on the 13th next Saturday. That's a 4 p.m. first pitch. And they take on the Warriors on Sunday the 14th on the road, off on Monday the 15th, and then June 16th as Costiba swings and misses 2-2. They host the Little Calumet Beavers, an 11 a.m. first pitch on what will be Cornelius'.
Yeah, that's when we get to there.
11 a.m. game. Why not a little breakfast baseball? Here on out. Kyle tailing, chasing after it, and that ball is gone. A home run. Drew Costiba with a solo shot over the left field wall. It's 3-1.
There you go, Costiba. He gets to touch them all. The first home run of the season for the Lake County Corn Dogs, and it could not have come at a better time. You asked for a spark. I think this is more than a spark that you need.
That home run was brought to you by Play It Again Sports. Drew Costiba will receive a $25 gift certificate as well as one lucky fan.
And for the first time, you get to hear Chelsea Dagger. This is our home run song for the Corn Dogs at home games this year. We've been etching to play it all season, but we haven't been able to. Finally, we get to do it.
Well, now I can finally say the Corn Dogs have hit a home run this season.
Yes.
I don't have to keep telling you how they haven't. That's a high fly ball to right. That one's pretty deep. Truby, though, will get underneath it and make the grab there. Greg Guernsey, I think, was inspired by Costiba and wanted to do the same, but that one didn't get enough wood on that one. And that'll bring up Zach Sharkey. He doubled in the 5th and was stranded at 3rd.
That would have been something. Back-to-back home runs in a game like this where, you know, you just gave up 2 runs and you kind of feel like it's getting away from you. Still a big home run, though. Now you're all of a sudden you're back into this game. It's only a 2-run game.
Indeed you are. The pitch to Sharkey. Strike. Count is 0-1 here on Zach Sharkey. Sharkey also flew out in the second inning. Corndogs, the first dogs, were sent down by the starter tonight, Trevor Fenters. That's
Great
a strike.
frame.
Count is 0-2. Ryder Fernandez broke that streak with a single in the fourth. Fenters ended up going 4 innings tonight. 0-2 the count here on Sharkey. Pops that one up, foul, and out of play. Starter for the Corndogs, Mitchell Stanton tonight. 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run. It was an unearned run. They scored it because of the pass ball. 0-2 pitch. High for a ball, 1-2. According to Game Changer here, none of the post-94 runs have been earned in this game.
Well, too bad on the scoreboard. That doesn't really matter. It's only a stat sheet thing.
Well, but that still shows you just kind of what's been the difference in this game. Swinging, that's a little pop-up on the infield. Andrew Long comes in and makes the catch just in front of the second base bag. He almost collided with Tristan Wilson.
That was an interesting hit. You don't really ever see a pop-up that low.
Yeah, that was an odd one.
About the opposite of a Little League pop-up or a Major League pop-up. I would say it's a Little League pop-up. A little bit of a T-ball type of thing.
That's probably pretty accurate. 2 down. Caleb Navarro is up. He's 0 for 2. With a fly out and a ground out. First pitch, that one's fouled off. Count moves to 0-1 on Caleb Navarro. One pitch to Navarro, swinging, that's a fly ball, center field. Mikulich charging inward, still charging, finds it and drops it in center field. Oh my goodness, that was a routine fly ball that Mikulich just botched in center.
That's a long walk back all the way to center field there.
That will almost certainly be an error.
There you go. Something going right for the Corndogs here.
In the DH.
We saw the defensive errors the Corndogs have made to let Valpo score. Let's see if the Corndogs take advantage of it.
2 down for Linus Sheridan. The pitch from Glassman. Pitch misses outside. Count is 1-0 on Sheridan. He represents the tying run for the Corndogs. Don't know if he'll hit a home run here, but that would be 1-0 pitch to Sheridan. Swung on and fouls it back. Count is 1-1.
Linus I wouldn't say he was a really big power hitter in his time that I've called his games.
Nah. Well, interesting thing about Sheridan is that he actually started the game last night on the mound. He's functioning as both a pitcher and a DH this season for the Corndogs. See that a lot this season. 1-1 pitch, chopper to the right side. Long gets in front of it, takes it himself to the pillow at second, and that ends the inning. 4 unassisted the putout. The leadoff home run by Drew Kostiva pulls the Corndogs a little bit closer. It's 3-1. We head to the 8th here on the Lake County Corndogs Broadcasting Network.
Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save. Van Til.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal community we serve. Beginning with a single location to serving 13 counties across Indiana, championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, we have a pitching change. By Powering Indiana, IBEW Local 697 will report that to you. New pitcher for the Lake County Corndogs, wearing number 32 for this team, is Caleb Hacker, the Portage, Indiana native. Just finished his senior season at Portage.
Wow. So we got another debut here. Second one of the day. We had Cisco's debut. Now we have Caleb Hacker as well.
Caleb Hacker will face Gabe Call, Ben Sullivan, and Ethan Glassman.
Now here we go. If you're Valpo, you have the heart of the order coming up. If you want to add more insurance runs to this game, this is your chance.
Caleb Hacker, who, as we mentioned, played at Portage High School this past season. Finished his season up last. First pitch misses inside for a ball to Gabe Call. Hacker, thus far this season for the Corndogs, has played in one game, 1 inning pitched. Gave up 1 hit, no runs, 1 strikeout. So a solid inning to this point. That pitch misses low, 2-0 here to Gabe Call. Call is 1 for 2 on the night with a single, a strikeout, and a walk. He made 10 appearances this season at the varsity level for Portage. Participated on the varsity squad at least a little bit each of his 4 years there. Finished his career 7-10 with a 4.47 career ERA. He had his best ERA total this season at 3.97 in spite of the 1-5 record. That pitch misses, 3-1.
It is an interesting approach. It seems like in his form, he starts off, his elbow is really tucked in on the side, kind of like he twists his, he's kind of twisted.
He is. His back is kind of turned towards the plate.
Yeah.
One foul back, 3-2. Feels like that'd be awkward if you're trying to read the signs from the catcher, because you're so, you're almost turned, your head's almost turned around backwards. Actually, he gets the sign, then he turns back.
Yeah.
Here we go, 3-2.
Oh
boy,
got a piece of him.
Got Gabe Call out of his shoes there. That's ball 4.
That was a fast pitch, too.
That is the 3rd consecutive inning that the Vikings have gotten the leadoff hitter on base.
Yeah, and if you're the
Ben Sullivan is now up. He grounded into a fielder's choice in the 1st, then walked in the 6th, grounded out in the 3rd. Hacker also spent a couple seasons playing for the Portage High School basketball team, too.
Wow.
Played in his sophomore and junior seasons.
It's impressive. That's a good program for basketball.
The pitch misses outside, 1-0. Yeah, I did a Portage basketball game this year. Shout out Josiah Brown. I got to call him doing a half-court buzzer beater in their blowout win over Hammond Central back in December.
That's fun.
That
half-court buzzer beater.
It was. That's a strike, 1-1.
Too bad it wasn't for the win. That would have been.
It actually became one of the. If you pull up the Heartland Sports Network app, one of those intro videos will be that half-court shot that you'll see from time to time. 1-1 pitch. That's a strike.
Does it have your voice on it too?
Indeed, it does.
Yeah, that's always fun as a commentator when you're kind of like the voice of a moment or something.
It's something that you kind of almost.
Yeah, hearing your own voice.
Strange. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Caleb Hack. Down the middle, he strike 3. That's the first out. If you don't like hearing the sound of your own voice, you shouldn't be a broadcaster.
No, you should not. You should not be a broadcaster. I've always said that people who record themselves and listen usually cringe at themselves or get embarrassed. I've always liked the sound of my voice. I have a pretty good bass to it.
Personally, never had a huge issue with my voice, but
there's sometimes though when you're watching yourself back on a broadcast where it's just like Like, it kind of sounds weird that it's you saying these things.
Ethan Glassman, the pitcher's up. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Pickoff move was not in time. Hacker looks back in. The pitch.
Big swing.
Cut and a miss. Off-speed pitch. Count is 0-1. Can't speak too highly of the Corndogs pitching tonight. They've been very good. Only haven't given up an earned run tonight. It's been a great night. And again, we mentioned all the post-94 runs have been scored as a result of defensive miscues.
Caleb Hacker's in a groove. It seems like he's a very fastball in it.
Indeed it is. Count is 0-2. He's settled in after walking Gabe Call. 0-2 pitch coming to Ethan Glassman. Popped up foul.
Just over the gate.
So for the moment, Glassman is able to avoid. Glassman for the moment is able to avoid striking out his opposite number as the pickup move over to first is not in time. Camden Mikulich is on deck. He's had a 2-hit night. A lot of the damage has been done with the bottom half of the order for the Vikings here this evening. All the runs scored have come from spots 5 through 10 in the order. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to Ethan Glassman. Second strikeout for Hacker. And by my count, that's 10 strikeouts for the Corndogs pitching staff.
There you go. Seems like so far that's kind of the theme of this team. A lot of strikeouts from the pitching. The pitching has been, extremely great this year, apart from some incidents in the first game.
Yeah, we mentioned, you look at the fact that first game and then that game against Oswego, aside from those, the pitching staff has given up so far this season 4 or fewer earned runs. If you look at the stats this year, the pitching staff hasn't been, you're right, not been too bad this year. There's been a lot of guys that you feel confident can get outs. That pitch misses. Count is 2-0.
And, the 3 runs on the scoreboard tonight, none of them are earned, so you can't really put the pressure on the pitching too much tonight.
No, you can't.
It's been great.
2 balls, no strikes on Camden Mikulich. Hacker sets and delivers. Pitch is high. Ball 3-0.
Not great control on this at-bat. 3-0 count. Let's see if he can get one in the strike zone, maybe a fastball right down the middle.
3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Get me over fastball for strike 1.
That's exactly what he did.
Mikulich wasn't biting there. Yeah. He was in a situation where he was like, prove to me you could throw me a strike, and then I will swing at it. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. Hacker delivers. Swing and a miss, 3-2.
There you go. He proved he can throw a strike, and he swung at that one. 3-2 count. I'm not a genie, but I'm just going to guess that this pitch is probably going to be a fastball. Just based on Hacker's other pitches he's shown so far.
3-2 pitch to Mikulich. Hacker sets and delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. How about 3 strikeouts for Caleb Hacker after the leadoff walk? We head to the bottom of the 8th. Corndogs down 2 on the Lake County Corndogs Broadcasting Network. Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, we have a new pitcher. It's number 13, Cody Benedict, third base. So Cody Benedict is now pitching, and now that means we have a new player over at third base.
Yeah, and that's I just heard it's Glassman.
All right, so
moved from pitcher to third.
So simple
Yes.
1-to-1 swap.
So Glassman started the game off at short, then moved to pitcher, now third.
He did. Bradley Ferris grounds one, diving stop, almost made, but it goes into right field for a base hit. A seeing eye single for Bradley Ferris. Tying run comes up to the plate. We'll see if they go for a pinch runner this time. Jack Sharko pinch ran last time for Bradley Ferris. And indeed, Jack Sharko is going to pinch run again. Here comes Gabe Bush, top of the order, due up here. Now, new pitcher and Cody Benedict. This is the kind of guy you want, or the kind of scenario you want if you're the Corndogs. Benedict, as we mentioned, he has pitched at LaPorte High School, had a 2.69 ERA as a senior with 1 save, so does have some relief. Umpire stepped away, called time. Gabe Bush is up.
Yeah, and if you're the Corndogs, this is your chance. I mean, your last chance. You have a runner already on first base with the top of your order coming up.
You'd love to try to take a lead here and send it into the 9th inning.
Absolutely.
First pitch to Gabe Bush in the dirt, 1-0. A seeing eye single. That's his second hit of the night, and Jack Sharko is back out there at first base. Now, you don't have to be too ultra aggressive if you're Sharko. You are not run. Your job is to just keep the train moving. 1 ball, no strikes on Bush. Swing and a miss, 1-1. You know, you sometimes, you make your assumptions hearing about how, well, this guy, he just finished high school, whatever the case may be. This guy's playing college ball for a reason.
Yeah.
Pickoff move over to first is not in time, but this guy's on this team for a reason. He's a talented player. And, you can't underestimate anybody that you go up against in this league.
No.
They're at the very least playing at the level you are. 1-1 pitch in the dirt, and that gets away from Truby. Jack Sharko says thank you very much and goes down to second.
There we go.
Count now 2-1 here on Bush. The philosophy, though, remains the same. He's not the tying run, not the go-ahead run. Gabe Bush is the tying run, so his job here is just keep the train going. Get on base. Yes, advancing Sharko would help, but you want to try to get on base here.
Yeah.
2-1 the count. High fly ball, foul, left side. Glassman chasing after it, and it will fall just out of play.
See, Sharko was pretty much, as soon as that ball was hit, he was in between second and third. I don't know if he was trying to.
I don't think he was. I think he was just trying to get a good lead.
Yeah. I mean, we saw him earlier, had that wild
that
play.
That was not a ball he could have tagged up on. That was way too close.
Yeah.
Think about tagging up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Gabe Bush. Fernandez and Chidsey do up next. Drew Costiba is also waiting in the wings, too. A little while before we get to him, but he hit a home run earlier tonight. Corndogs would love to get to him in this inning if you could.
Yep.
Or at least get him up with a chance to tie or win the game. 2-2 the count here on Gabe Bush. Benedict sets the pitch. Way outside, and that's off the glove of Troop. Up and down to third. There goes Sharko.
Twice into that bat. 2 wild pitches to advance the runner. Now all of a sudden.
Now if you're Gabe Bush, you just put the ball in play, and that scores a run. Playing with the corners are in. I'm assuming, I think Valpo, they'll just take the sure out probably.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a ground ball middle of the infield, no need to worry too much about the runner at third. You still lead no matter what. 3-2 pitch. Swinging, that's popped foul. Gabe Bush in protect mode on 3-2.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. Staying alive. Hopefully you can get a pitch that you could swing at or potentially a walk.
Ryder Fernandez on deck has reached base twice tonight. Gabe Bush reached on a walk in the 6th inning after striking out his first 2 times up. The 3-2. Dribbled foul.
Staying alive.
Staying alive indeed. Anxious moments here at Legacy Fields. In a game that's come down to defensive miscues, wild pitches, pass balls, all those little things. Corndogs need to have the bats wake up here in this 8th inning. Benedict sets and delivers. Popped up behind the plate, foul, and off of the roof.
Yeah, right above us.
Indeed.
See, this is an extremely long ahead push. Let's see if he can make something out of it.
Indeed it is, and you're forcing Cody Benedict to show off his repertoire. 3-2 pitch coming. Fouled away again, and we keep going.
Yeah. Hey, man, if anything, even if he strikes out here, you're making Benedict throw.
That's exactly, this is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Out of your leadoff guys is force this guy to throw some pitches, give your guys in the dugout a chance to see what he has, tire him out a bit. The 3-2. Ball 4, he walked him. The tying run is on.
What an at-bat there by Gabe Bush. Very patient. Eventually got the pitch that he wanted. Eventually gets walked as it looks like there's going to be a conversation.
Gabe Bush does have 2 stolen bases. Jack Sharko over at third is the guy that leads the team in stolen bases with 7. Drew Kostiva second on the team with 5. If you're Bush,
I mean, you got to think about it here.
I think you have to at least think about it. He definitely can do it.
Yeah.
He's been an on-base machine. He mentioned how he came into this game with an on-base percentage over 500. And now he has an on-base percentage of 500 in this game thanks to the 2 walks. And that's what you want out of your leadoff hitter.
That is exactly what you want. Just get on base.
Bases. Now you have a conference over at third base with Heisman, along with, I believe that's Ryder Fernandez, Gabe Bush, and Jack Sharko. At the very least, you'd want to try to get Bush to second to take the double play out of possibility. At least you're thinking about that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if you're the Corndogs here, easily give up a runnable play because the outs, they matter more this late in the game.
Here comes Ryder Fernandez up against Cody Benedict. Middle 0-1.
Looks like Bush at first base, I think, in that little exchange. I think he has that glove now.
He does.
Meant for stealing.
Pickoff move to first is not in time.
Had to use it right there.
Yeah, Benedict wants to keep Bush honest over at first base. He doesn't want to get into a situation with 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out. Bush with a decent lead. He's going. Swinging and a foul back. Well, now the Corndogs have shown their hand. I would not be surprised if Benedict tries to make a move over to first, but the count is now 0-2 on Fernandez. Do you risk doing a hit and run here? And potentially Fernandez, if he slaps one the other way, could get it into right field, do what the Vikings did earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Ooh.
Pick up, move over to first. That one's
was close.
Like I said, I fully expect that Benedict, now that he's gone and tried to steal a base, I'm 99% sure that Benedict's going to try to make a move there. 0-2 pitch. Fly ball to right. Trudy falls down and the ball falls in. The ball falls in. Tagging up, scoring from third. And the corner, nobody out, and they're down by only 1. Go ahead. Oh, my goodness. Under the ball, he tripped, and he couldn't recover in time to make the play.
More interesting games I've seen. A lot of mistakes. It seems like in the game with a bunch of fielding, Valpo taking advantage of it. It flipped on side. The Viking, the Corndog, advantage of it on first. No, the heart of the order. The Corndogs want to take the lead. This is the time now.
They call that a single. So it's an RBI single. Sharko scores. Tying run at second. Go-ahead run at first. Infield at double play depth. Chidsey is up. He's 0 for 3. Bunts, foul. And that one gets stuck in the fence.
Oh, wow. We got 2.
On our camera. Well, you can sort of see it just above the... No, you can't.
No, you cannot.
Well, if you look hard enough, you can. Just make an effort. You'll find it. No balls, 1 strike.
Still, though, two balls on the fence. That's a rarity.
That is a rarity. The 0-1 pitch shows bunt again. That one is high. Nearly got past Ben Truby.
Yeah, and if you're Chidsey here, you easily just want to bunt this, advance the runners on second and third, have the tying run 90 feet away from the plate, and then the leading run on second base. That's exactly the goal here if you're Chidsey.
Chidsey the lefty, Benedict the righty. Costiba on deck. The pitch shows bunt again, pulls back, 2-1 the count.
Benedict is struggling to get a pitch in here.
He is.
Without having
a hit, a walk that probably called an error, but it could have been. His defense hasn't done him many favors in this inning. 2-1 the count here on Billy Chidsey. Benedict steps away. Corndogs looking for their first league win of the season. They're 0-2 in league play so far. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shows bunt again, and that one through the bat of Chidsey. Wow.
That's,
missed.
Just missed. Now, if you're the Corndogs, I mean, this is a big game. You don't want to start 0-3 in league play. Obviously, it's the reigning champions, regular season champions, I would say.
You never want to – you don't know how often Billy Chidsey bunts typically as a number 3 guy in the order. But he's going to be swinging away here on 2-2. Benedict looks and fires. Ball 3.
That was a close call. Good eye by Billy Chidsey. Now all of a sudden a full count.
A walk here puts the go-ahead run into scoring position. The 3-2. Ball 4. He walked him. Whips. Bases loaded.
Into struggling all one-run game. This game has completely flipped upside down. All Corndogs with all the momentum here.
They do. Drew Costiba already with a home run tonight.
If he adds a grand slam to that, that would be a night for sure.
He doesn't even need that here. He puts.
Just puts a ball in play. All of a sudden, you're in the lead somehow in this game where we said a couple innings ago.
Forces at any base here, so the Vikings, assumedly, any ball. Definitely any ball to the corner, you're going to go home. If you're Costiba, you want to try to, at the very least, put this ball towards the middle of the field. You want to try to avoid pulling the ball, because if you do, on the ground especially, then that's probably going to be an out at home, and then you just go station to station and you start over again with 1 out. Costiba, 1 for 3 with a home run tonight. Benedict. Sets and delivers. Fly ball to right. Plenty deep enough. Truby is there. Coming in. He's got it. Bush tags from third. Throw comes into the plate. Safe. Tie ball game.
Perfectly executed there by Drew Costiba using that power. That was a great throw. Almost a play at the plate. Just not enough. All of a sudden, it's a tie game. And, a couple innings ago, we thought this game was kind of getting out of hand.
Also, Ryder Fernandez has advanced to third. We're tied up with 1 away. All Guernsey needs to do is get this ball into the outfield. Whole new ball game here. Post 94 led 3-0 earlier, and the Corndogs have scored 3 unanswered to tie this ball game up at 3. Greg Guernsey's 0 for 3 tonight. Benedict delivers. Fly ball to left. Curling. Just foul. Oh, that was not foul by much.
That definitely would have scored the runner at first as well. That would have been a two-run lead for the Corndogs.
That probably would have. That would have been a long run for Gabe Call in left field. Guernsey still up again here. Corndogs have trailed since the second inning of this one. Finally tie it up here in the 8th, and with a chance to take the lead. The pitch in the dirt, almost got away from Truby. Counts 1-1. If you're the Vikings, you're looking for a double play. Either that or maybe, depending on how aggressive Fernandez is over at third base. 1-1 the count. Runner goes. And no throw down to second. Pitches a ball. 2-1.
And that's huge right there. Play chance.
It does. So does Valpo bring the infield in here? And indeed they do.
Make sure the run doesn't score.
At least 3 of the infielders are in. Let's see. Now the shortstop, Wilson, is still playing back. That's an odd defensive alignment here. Everyone 2-1 the count on Guernsey. Eye for ball 3. Now, if you're Benedict here, how competitive of a pitch do you make this? Because you have a runner at second thing in the go-ahead runs already at third. 3-1 pitch to Guernsey. Swung into that one and fouled it off.
Well, that answers your question.
I'm a little surprised.
Yeah,
Guernsey didn't. I mean, if I was Guernsey there, I consider taking that one
just
all
taking
the way. Yeah. I can, but then again, some one-spot mentality.
Yeah.
You're looking for a fastball. You see a fastball. It's hard to not pull the trigger. Full count with 1 away. Benedict delivers. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. He walked him.
Wow.
And the bases are loaded for Zach Sharkey.
Now, if you're Valpo, the only good thing is that you still do have the chance of a double play. So if you are Sharkey here, the only thing you cannot do is hit a ground ball into double play territory.
Will Zach Sharkey have his welcome to the Corndogs moment? All this into the out. He does that. Corndogs lead it. The pitch from Benedict. Swinging a line drive into left center field, and that is going to fall in for extra bases. The Corndogs will run for miles. Rounding third, Guernsey. Bases clearing double. Welcome to the Corndogs. Zach Sharkey, Corndogs lead 6-3.
You asked for a welcome to the Lake County Corndogs moment. That's it right there. Huge spot in a conference game as well against a division rival. That's something you love to see. A bases clearing double. All of a sudden, the Corndogs are just pouring it on the Vikings now with a 3-run lead. This is not what you want to see if you're the Vikings. If you're a static right now, the offense has woken up. I don't know what was happening in the first 5 innings. Something has changed.
And there's still only 1 out.
There's still only 1 out. This is not over yet.
This inning is not over. The Corndogs, we've said it so many times early in the season, the Corndogs need something like this, and they got it. And now up comes Caleb Navarro. If
anything, this kind of tells you how good Fenters is.
Indeed it does.
Now this game out.
1 ball, no strikes. Navarro. The high pop fly to the right side for it in the sit, and he falls. And did he make the catch?
Yep.
He did. Luke Basie playing with a difficult wind down the right field line, a foul out, and that'll bring up Linus Sheridan.
You're only 1 more out now to get out of this, but I mean, it's going to be tough for this Vikings offense. They have to score 3 runs now to match the Corndogs. Something changed. The bats have woken up as it's past couple of games, 3 in a row conference game.
2 down for Sheridan. The Corndog here in this 8th inning. Zach Sharkey at second base. That was almost an Ephus pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Sheridan ducked out of the way, assuming that was going to be hitting his head, but it didn't.
Benedict using everything in his bag to get out of this one.
0-1 count with 2 down.
Again.
There's a strike. 0-2 now on Sheridan. Sheridan wants to join the party too. It's okay, we just had all this fun here. Let's pour it on here. 0-2 count. Fly ball, left center field. That's pretty deep. Mikulich going back, still going back, chasing after it, and he makes the running catch, falls to the ground out in left center, gets back up, shows the umpires the ball, and a nice play by Mikulich to end the frame. But the Corndogs put up 5 runs on 3 bases, no errors, and they leave a runner stranded. Corndogs 3 outs away from their first league win of the season. Back after this. We've headed to that legacy field. 6 unanswered runs for the Corndogs. Zach Sharkey with a bases-clearing double in the bottom of the 8th inning to give the Corndogs a 6-3 lead. But Caleb Hacker still has 3 more outs to get, and he has to face Tristan Wilson, Luke Basie, and Cody Benedict. Although Hacker has been very solid so far. He struck out 3 in the 8th inning. See what he can do here. By the way, Caleb Hacker will be in line for the win. And Cody in line should things first pitch from a stroll.
There you go. Start very fastball pitch closers.
So I think the theme from the games over this 2-game homestand, and then go back in the dirt. They took a lot of walks against Oswego, 1-2 games there, so their approach got really good. And tonight, you finally saw they were able to get some base hits and were able to actually start to, get on base and score runs that way. Offense coming together here. 0-1 pitch, ground ball, back to the pitcher. Hacker takes a U at first, and that is
great play there by Hacker. Squeezed it right into his glove.
Yep.
Seeing a bunch of defensive errors tonight, nothing is guaranteed.
Yep.
From both sides, this has been a pretty wild game.
Yep. Well, Justin Heisman, he's been saying all season to me, just these guys are talented. Just give them their time.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out, and the Corndogs, I think, really are. And how about, Zach Sharkey, a guy that was just playing high school ball last week with a big play there.
Yeah.
That's a strike. Count is 0-1.
It's a little bit of a favorable call. We're getting to that point.
Well, either way, it's a strike. 0-1 on Luke Basie. Hacker delivers. High for a ball, 1-1.
Good catch by Ferris.
Bradley Ferris throws it back into the mound. Good crowd on hand tonight, too, for Teacher Appreciation Night. Again, our next Lake County Corndogs broadcast 1 week from tonight when they host Post 94. And then they take on the South Lake Ironhawks on Saturday next week. Those will be some fun ones.
Yeah, a couple of important games coming up.
Yeah, those are all league games at home. As a matter of fact, the Corndogs don't play a non-league game at home until June 20th when they take on the Chicago Warriors. 1-2 the count now on Luke Basie. Basie had a sac fly RBI all the way back in the 2nd inning. One to the pitch with one away. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Yeah,
spectacular night.
very
So
great
have
pitching.
the Corndogs pitchers. They've not allowed an earned run tonight.
4 strikeouts for Hacker in this little short stint that he's had.
the Corndogs as a team have struck out 13 Vikings tonight and only walked 4. That's going to get it done.
Yeah, that will get it done.
If you do that, that's exactly what you're looking for. Owen won the count on Cody Benedict. Benedict, the last hope for the Vikings. Owen won the count with 2 down. That's a strike, 0-2. Corndogs one strike away from their first league win of the year. The 0-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Call it a comeback. The Corndogs take 3 and get their first league win of the year. The Post 94 Vikings. Final totals, Lake County Corndogs, 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. The Post 94 Vikings, 3 runs, 7 hits with 1 error. Caleb Hacker gets the win, and Cody Benedict ends up. Well, our Hard Rock final score tonight is the Corndogs 6 and the Post 94 Vikings 3. We have our Ironman Player of the Game tonight to give out, brought to you by Ironworkers Local 395. And Fallon, we'll let you do the honors with this one.
Well, we're going to give it to Jack Sharkey with that bases clearing double right there tonight. What a great game from him, just coming off of his senior season from Lowell. What a debut. Well, not a debut, but what a great start for the Corndog season for him.
Indeed, a great start to the Corndog season. Well, thank you, folks, for tuning into this broadcast of Lake County Corndogs baseball here on the Corndogs Broadcasting Network. Big thank you to our friends at Region Sports and at Heartland Sports Network for having us on here this evening. The Corndogs improved to 3-3 on the year, back to 500, and they are now 1-2 in league play. Our next Lake County Corndogs broadcast will come on Friday night, June the 12th, a week from tonight, when they host these same Post 94 Vikings at 7 o'clock p.m. Well, Fallon, it was a great one tonight. Great working with you. I'm Josh Lepowski saying so long for now, and have a good night, everybody. Go to the final score.